What is it that I'm thinking or believing about myself that allows me to settle for Welcome back to Off the Dome with Coach Ash. I am Ashley Major, a faith-based identity coach, and today we're going to pick our topic for day 10. Today's topic is why you attract what you have not healed. Ooh. Okay. But before we jump into this topic, I want to hear from you. I would love for you to tell me what your pain points are, what your desires are, what your struggles are, the questions that you have that you would love to get answers to. I would love to answer those for you. So do me a favor, fill out the form, DM me form, and I will send you the link so that you can fill it out. It'll take only 3 minutes to answer the questions. And that way, these next 80 days are going to be geared towards you, your needs, what you want to hear from me, and I would love to just pour back into you that way. So let's jump into this topic. All right, quick disclaimer, there's so much more to unpack here than what I shared in this quick video. So I don't want you to take what I shared as the end all be all, because everybody's situation is different, but I can give you a foundational look at what may be causing your attraction to the things that you have not healed, okay? So let's get into it. The simplest way to answer this is you're stuck in a loop, right? And a lot of times, the things that we say to ourselves most often are the things that we attract. What your mind focuses on day in and day out is what you attract. And so you get stuck in a loop. If you're constantly telling yourself, well, I don't want this and I don't want that, or why do I always get this and why do I always get that? You are focusing on the problem, and guess what's gonna happen? You are going to experience the same problem, just dressed up in another situation, another scenario, another person, another time, another organization, another environment. It's the same monkey, just dressed up in a different suit. That's because you are focused on it, right? And so how do we get out of this loop? We have to face it head on. We have to deal with the problem. See, a lot of times we look at others as the problem. We look at the situation as the problem. But at some point, if you keep attracting the same type of people, the same environments, the same situation, then that means we need to now turn that mirror around and look at ourselves. We need to take a deep look within, and we need to evaluate ourselves and do the inner work and really find out, like, what is it about me that draws me to these type of situations, that draws me to these type of people? What is it that I'm thinking or believing about myself that allows me to settle for less? What is it that I'm saying about myself? Do I have boundaries? Do I need to raise my standards? Are there even any standards that I have for myself? We gotta look at these, and when you start doing the deeper work, when you start asking the questions, when you start realizing what your triggers are, or maybe even going as far back as your childhood, what happened to me that allowed me to think this way, to feel this way, that allowed me to attract these type of situations and people? What is it? And when you face those things head on, it's not gonna happen overnight. It is not going to happen overnight. But the more you work on yourself, the more you face things head on, the more you get to course correct and pull yourself out of this loop. Because when you are aware that you're in a loop and you are aware of the things that are keeping you in this loop, then you can be intentional about getting uncomfortable, doing the hard work, doing the inner work to keep yourself out of this loop. And when you do that work, when you start the healing, then you start to attract new things, because now your focus is not on the problem, your focus is on the solution. Your focus is on the things that you desire. Your focus is on keeping and upholding the boundaries you set for yourself. Your focus is on raising your standards and staying in alignment with those standards. Whatever you focus on is what you attract. And so now that you're focused on the solution, you are going to attract more of those type of experiences, situations, and people. If you're focused on the problem, you're going to attract more of the problem. But if you focus on the solution to the problem and understand that everything starts with us. We can't change people, we can't change circumstances sometimes. Certain things are definitely out of our control, but we can control how we show up. We can control how we behave. We can control our thoughts. We can control our emotions. We can control our reactions. And so we get to work on the things that we can control. And that is it. All right. So if you got value from this, leave a comment. I read all of them. Also, don't forget, fill out the form. Give me your feedback. Give me your questions, the things that you would love to hear me answer. And I will go ahead and put those in the bag and we can talk about it. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ta.